Most students we interview want to start in sales, but think they should move into marketing soon after. How long would you plan to stay in sales and why? I would plan to stay in sales for as long as the company needed me there and as long as I was comfortable in that position. I believe sales is a great attribute to any person working in the marketing realm. And I don't believe in moving too quickly to the marketing phase. I believe if you work in sales long enough, you develop great qualities that will then therefore make you better for a career in the marketing department after. So I would choose to stay in sales as long as I felt I needed to develop the skills that would then help me later on in the marketing department. As a salesperson, what would you expect from NetSuite? With any company I would work for, NetSuite included, I would hope to expect a good working environment. I truly believe that if you have a good, supportive, and encouraging working environment and have good coworkers that lift you up and bosses who lift you up and encourage you, you will look forward to your job every day. And therefore, you will put your best foot forward every day and work as hard as you possibly can for the company. I think it all starts with encouragement and having a good working environment. And I think if you have a good working environment, you will get the most out of your employees. So it's fairly simple what I would expect. Solid working environment that uses encouragement instead of negativity, and coworkers that are trying to build each other up and not tear each other down. Which would you prefer, salary or commission, and why? I personally, if it were up to me, would choose salary over commission. Commission can fluctuate greatly depending on the time of year, the economic status of the United States, or how the company is doing, especially if it were a seasonal business. I personally would not want to live my life with that kind of fluctuation. I would prefer to have a salary, so therefore I could budget accordingly and plan out my finances according to what my salary would be. Tell me about a situation where you were selling something, an idea, or anything, and they weren't buying. What did you do? I once pitched a sponsorship to a company, and they were not buying at first because they said they could only invest in professional athletes. I therefore went on to tell them that I was at the most professional level I could be at the age of 16, and when I reached the age of 18, then I would compete on the true professional level of that event. And they went back to their board of directors and they pitched that idea, and they continued to proceed with the sponsorship, judging by how I explained it, that I was representing a professional organization because I couldn't currently compete in the professional organization. I believe it worked because of how I spun the idea, and that I wasn't old enough to compete professionally, but I was old enough to represent professionally. So it was still a professional organization.